Hi, this is Beth Mackinney for FacePaintcom, and since it's the end of a long day of face painting, I thought now would be a great time to go over how to remove face paint. So as I said, this is the end of a long day of face painting, and I face painted myself today because the weather looked good and I didn't think it was going to rain, so now I have to take it off. So what I recommend to people when I'm letting them know how to take it off as well is I suggest that they use a mild soap. I just use a face soap when I'm taking it off. But I also tell parents that something that they can do is use baby shampoo, which is very mild. It's a mild soap. It's made to be used on children, so that works as well. When you're removing face paint, you want to remember that it's really not paint, it's actually makeup. And you would never remove makeup with just water. It's going to resist that. So when you're removing face paint, you're going to want to use something that's going to break it down first so you can get rid of it. After I wash it with soap and I lather it really well, then I use a wet washcloth that's a dark color so that I can remove what's there. The reason I use dark colors is because I don't want it to stain something that's lighter. So I warn parents, if you're going to do this with a washcloth, make sure that you use one that's a dark color or one that you don't care about, an old one. If that doesn't take everything off, although normally that really does remove almost everything, but if you find it necessary, you can always use an astringent with cotton ball to get the last of some color off. I found that was necessary for my husband when I did a black Darth Vader on him. It still left some of it there even though we scrubbed it really well with soap. So the astringent helped really clean out the last of it. So I'm going to begin with just a small amount of soap, and I'm going to start turning this beautiful design into a soapy mess. And like I said, I'm not going into the eye area too much. I'm going around it. And once it's pretty well soaked, I'm going to open up my washcloth and I'm going to begin just wiping it away. Wiping away from the eye. Even though the glitter that we're using is cosmetic grade glitter, we want to do the best we can to keep from getting anything into the eye. And that includes soap. As you can see, this did really well, especially because it was a light color. It came off well. It took off everything, even the makeup that was there already. And then I can just wash this washcloth and use it again another time. There we go. It was as easy as that. Now, one thing I recommend parents not do is use wet wipes. I have a package of them here. I use them for my hands, but I really don't recommend parents use them to remove face paint. It's not as effective, and I've noticed when colors are very intense or very strong, it tends to leave some of that behind. Really the best thing you can do is just use a mild soap. Soap it up well, wipe it away with a wet washcloth or rinse it with water, keep everything out of the eyes, and that should work really well. And one final thing that you can do for parents, it's great to tell each parent, this is how you remove face paint. Many of them know or have a system that they prefer to use. I often check with adults because sometimes when I face paint an adult, they don't know how to get it off if it's the first time they've been face painted or if they haven't been face painted for a long time. So something you can do, it's also helpful with marketing. On the back of my business cards, I have the instructions for removing face paint. So if a parent asks, I can say, oh, here's my card. The instructions for removing the face paint are on the back. So hopefully they'll hold on to that and refer to it not just for how to remove face paint, but also if they need a face painter. Thanks so much for stopping by today to see our video on how to remove face paint. I hope it was helpful to you, and if you'd like to subscribe so you can see more videos, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment if you have any suggestions for other videos you'd like to see. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.